part 3. Can't believe it's gone to part 3. It's come to this. Okay, here we go. Last thing we ended up on with D. Watch part 1 and 2 if you're unfamiliar with where we are. We're basically on a D chord. First finger is barring the 7th fret. Pinky has the 10th fret of our high E. When we sit on this one, simplify it again. But to make it easier, we're going to go 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The 4th is actually an 8th note, so it's a bit long, short, 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 short. Then we were going to drop our 3rd finger into the 9th fret of that 5th string to give us an F sharp, and then do 1, 2 again. So we have, long, and then that was our 5 to 1, 2. Long, and then we were going to end it with pinky to the 10th fret for a D of your low E, and we're going to go 6, 4, 2. I'm going to use thumb, index, ring, 6, 4, 2. So all together here on this measure I have that kind of sounds cool. Again, a bit simplified, but it sounds neat. In the right hand it would look like this. Long. Hopefully that made some sense. And then we're almost done. We're going to go to E minor 7th. We talked about this chord just briefly there a little while ago, about the E major and E minor. But barred on the 7th, 2nd finger on the 8th fret of your 2nd string, 3rd finger on the 9th fret of your 4th string. Give us an E minor 7th. Here's your E minor with the pinky. Take the pinky away. We now have a D ringing there on the 3rd string, making it an E minor 7. And on this one, we're going to go back to the familiar pattern. We'll go back to 5, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3, and then 1. So we've seen that pattern quite a bit so far. 5, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3, 1. And again, thumb, index, middle, ring, index, middle, ring. And then to finish this one, I'm just going to go, I think 3 to 2, and then I'm going to go 6, 4, 2. So I'm ending it the same way I ended the last measure, 6, 4, 2. And again, and that isn't exactly what's on the, the record or whatever, the original, but we're just finding something that's easier to remember, hopefully. So our E minor 7th, and we were going to end it by going 4, 3, and then 6, 4, 2. So all together it's chord there, right? So, and then our last chord, we're going to go to this F sharp 7. We actually started in measure 2 with an F sharp 7 that looked like this. You remember from video 1. Basically, the only difference now is instead of having the C sharp here with the pinky, we're going to have an F sharp here on the 5th string. So the pinky's going to go play where the 3rd finger was, that E, and then the 3rd finger is going to come down here and get the F sharp. Might look familiar again too, because if we back this form up, it looks like C7. There's C, there's C7. Move it up. I think on the channel, I did a little lesson on Albert Collins' tune called Iceman. I think I did it in C. Anyway, that's a fun one. We're using that chord if you want to have some fun with that. Plus, I'm going to do some more lessons along that same line. I'm just talking about the blues here shortly, hopefully. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you like what you see. Okay. Seriously. F sharp 7 is our chord, and here's how we're going to finish this bad boy. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3. So like before. In the end, we're going to drop this pinky down to play that C sharp that we were talking about earlier. It has to come all the way from, not all the way, but the 3rd string to the 1st string. So, and that's our whole intro. So now let's put it together slowly. The real tempo, I guess, is somewhere around, somewhere there. But let's go, let me see here. About there. 1, you want to try it with me? 1, 2, ready, play. Here's F sharp 7. us to here's our big E with G sharp in the bass. I played one wrong note. Here we go to our G. The little hammer. D. E minor 7. F sharp 7. And then it repeats again. I think I might have possibly played something different there on the E minor 7th that time. Let me see if oh, you know what I think it was? I think that in the real thing, that the very last part of the E minor 7th when it went 6, 4, 2, the 6 should have been an 8th note and held a little bit longer. And I think when I taught it there a minute ago, I think we kind of did this. I think we just went 6, 4, 2, but it should have went 6, 4, 2, right? Long, short, short, instead of short, short, short. Long, short, short. So the whole E minor 7th is going to go, again, there's our chord. I don't know. Maybe I did explain it right, but that's the right way there. And then your F sharp 7. Anyway, that's it. Hotel California, kind of a simplified version. Hope you had fun. It's not a real easy one, so good luck with it. Maybe I might possibly do one, because unless the one I talked about, he really plays it with a capo, right? And then the chord shapes are a little bit easier, but I might, but I may not. I'm not sure. Anyway, subscribe as always, and visit my site, which is called musiclearning.com. What I've tried to do on that site, you know, there's tons of great free lessons online, free video lessons, free lessons. But the one thing that I find, like students I teach, and myself included, is sometimes it's hard to find the right order to the lessons. You know what I mean? Like you pick lessons that's too hard, or it doesn't make sense, or it's too complicated, or it's too easy sometimes. You know. So anyway, I've put a method together on musiclearning.com in the member section. It's pretty cheap. It's not very expensive to join, and it allows me to keep doing what I'm doing. So you might want to check it out. But that's musiclearning.com. There should be a link in the thing below. And the band's called Trip Views if you want to check out my music. And as always, thanks for being part of this channel. If you've subscribed, if not, then you should subscribe. And yeah, tell your friends, help spread the word, and have fun with the Eagles.